Hey everyone, welcome back to MetalDisciple.com's 365 Days of Metal. My name is George and this is day 134. Today I bring you an album from one of the best bands of the current metal era. This is Opeth and their 2001 fifth album, Blackwater Park. When deciding to talk about a band with a catalog including 10 studio albums, and all of them brilliant, how do you choose which album to cover? Believe me, I had to step back and think about this one for a few minutes. Ultimately, I chose Blackwater Park because this album seemed like a turning point for Opeth. While the first four Opeth albums are all good, Blackwater Park took the band's sound to a new level of songwriting and production quality. This change likely came about due to the production involvement of Porcupine Tree's Steven Wilson. I've got to admit, I'm not really much of a Porcupine Tree fan, but I'd have to be a real fool not to appreciate the improvements that Steven brought to the Opeth sound. While the sound was good before, from Blackwater Park on, the sound has been crisp and perfect. I'm sure Steven also nurtured and encouraged the prog elements that were beginning to emerge in the Opeth sound. The prog mixed with death made for a very exciting and dynamic songwriting which helped propel Opeth to the upper ranks of metal. I'm sure there were many hardcore fans from the old days that dreaded where Opeth was heading with this progressive sound, and their worst nightmares came true when the band released Heritage in 2011. Heritage, while still metal, was basically a prog album that completely did away with the harsh vocals and death metal. I can completely understand the backlash Opeth received over Heritage. Kicking the death metal aspects to the curb was a drastic change. But listening to Heritage, I can't complain too much, because it really is a good album. Sure, I prefer Opeth with the harsh vocals and death metal, but I'm not writing the band off just yet, just because they chose to evolve. I'd like to think this isn't the last we've heard of harsh vocals in Opeth, but if it is, well, there's still plenty of older albums that satisfy that need. That's all for today. Check out today's playlist for some songs from Opeth. I'll be back tomorrow with more metal. See you then.